7 p.m. All right, almost said Friday. Wow. Happy Wednesday. Brain. Gosh, we got my noon crew back. Holy smokes, got a nice big old class. Beautiful. Let's see here. Monday, gosh, we did those perfect push-ups on Monday. We did the chest fly. We did the bicep curl. We did the triceps, so plenty of upper body. We did our movements to start things off. We had our Russian twist. We had our legs. We had some work. So Monday's a well-rounded day. Today, of course, is similar but different. I would say today's probably more old school. Last year, months ago, versus this year, we had a lot of diverse workouts. Let's get warm and loose. When we do standing scissors, standing runners, and jack lanes, remember, I want you to think about those upper body components too. I know you're moving your legs, but I also want you to think about the upper body. So that standing scissor that you've done so many times, it's just bigger. So that's my request, bigger. 10 standing scissors, 10 standing runners, and 10 jack lanes. We're going to do it 3 times. So it's 90 total movements. Please get started. I'm going to turn the music off. So think about rhythm, think about work. 10 bigger, longer, reaching, lengthening standing scissors. And education, you're lengthening all of your posterior muscles. I'll throw your calves in there, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, middle back, upper back, triceps, right? You're using your arms and your legs via your shoulders and your hips. And I think I said it on Monday. If I had one exercise to choose from to get warmed up for an event, if they're like, hey, Chris, go to the starting line, you need to run, you need to jump, right? You need to go compete. If they said you have you can do one thing before you start doing your activity, I would choose standing scissors. Just my vote based on what you're moving. 10 standing scissors, I know you're doing it. 10 standing runners. You've got dynamic mobility. More joints are moving on a standing runner. Mobility, more, and you're elongating, but definitely more shortening and activating rhythm. 10 jack lanes. Again, your dynamic stretching. Dynamic is multi-joint motion, multi-muscle activation. But again, if you're like, oh, I'm pressed for time, you're walking on the golf course, you got to go hit the ball really quickly, standing scissors potentially is your best bet. If you need to go run a mile real quick, whatever it is, standing scissors is ultimately your best for elongation of all of those muscles, using your arms and your legs via your shoulders and your hip joints. You've got shortening anterior, lengthening posterior. Blah, 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 blah. 10 standing scissors, 10 standing runners, 10 jack lanes times 3. It's 90 total movements. You're breathing, you're getting out of your office chair. It's kind of funny if you watch all the recorded workouts of the last year. I used to record the 6 a.m. I recorded the 9 a.m., recorded the noon. Kind of changes a little bit as you move throughout the year and all the stuff and things. Oh, hello there, Krishna. How are you? Good afternoon. We're just warming up. 10 standing scissors, 10 standing runners, and 10 jack lanes times 3. When you're done with those 3, and maybe you are, maybe you're not, you're going to be on the ground for the second and last part of our warm-up. Between the 2 parts, it is 180 total movements. Again, standing runners, standing scissors, and jack lanes are your mobility, moving exercises. Your 10 ab scissors, your 10 ab runners, and your 10 prone core swimmers, you're going to do that times 3. So, although very similar to your standing scissors, your ab scissors, you're laying on the ground, you still have that torque and leverage. You still have posterior flexibility and anterior activation, but it's a lot less joint muscle versus just being abs, if you will. 10 ab scissors. Again, if you're not there yet, that's fine. 10 ab scissors, 10 ab runners. Again, you are mobile like earlier, but there's less focus on that mobility activation versus the ab, concentric ab. And since you're doing 3 rounds of this, you can play around with your feet being on the ground, supported, concentric motion. Your feet off the ground, you've got the isometric, slow, big, unsupported. You might feel the balance of the exercise. Then you have the isometric, eccentric component. So you can play with how you do your runners. So again, the second part is 10 ab scissors, 10 ab runners, and 10 core prone swimmers. On those swimmers, you can either be on your hands and knees for mobility and balance and motion and reaching and elongating and shortening. So many things on a hands and knees prone swimmer. Laying on your stomach is just as beneficial. You're supported, you might get more contraction. So both are good. It does come down to ultimate comfortability and position. Again, I don't want to say either one's better for you, but when you do have that balance component on the hands and knees prone swimmer, it's something that we should all work on. It's something we should try to never lose, right? One of the things I hear a lot of times is, I'm so bad at balance. Well, how often do you even try to balance? You know? Brush your teeth, stand on one foot, right? Do things that require you to be balanced versus expecting to have balance. Anyhow, what am I standing for? 10 ab scissors, 10 ab runners, 10 core prone swimmers. You're doing that times 3, just like the first part. 90 reps each part, 180 total movements, a very common number for our warm-up routines. I would say it hovers anywhere between 120 to 180 depending on the day. Let you guys focus on this. You should still be there somewhere. This is not meant to be super fast. Lots of good motion. 10 ab scissors, 10 ab runners, 10 prone core swimmers, motion, lengthening, focus. And again, I'll let you guys finish that off strong. I'll give you another minute. You've got your first circuit was warming up, moving your body, all the things, some education along the way. We have 3 more circuits to do, probably a smidge more redundant than what we've had the last couple weeks. We're going to be doing a weight progression on our right leg, which we'll talk about soon. We'll have a weight progression clearly later on our left leg. We have 2 different pulling upper body circuits. We have a very large ab core circuit in the middle, so probably a little more redundant, good motion on the 3 main circuits to do today. I want to give you a little bit of time and space. When you do get done with this, I want you to get your space ready for trap rows, the get low, stay low trap row, and your right leg weight progression. So you might have a couple of different dumbbells laying around or kettlebell. You might have a single heavy weight. You might have a couple light weights laying around. Milk jugs, right? I know it's been over a year, but having something singular heavy around would be great. I'll let you give you just a couple more seconds on that. Get your space ready for trap rows. At the gym, we've got the machine plate rows. We've got the cable static row or cable rows. You got TRX rows. We've got bar rows, dumbbell rows, and cable rows. So as you get ready for your space, get your trap rows ready. And today we're going to do right leg exercises. I'll talk about the choices here in a second. But I've had a lot of people, achy, tired legs, a bummer foot. Oh gosh, we've had somebody twisted their ankle playing golf. Things. If you need to do right obliques today, you can do right obliques instead of your right leg. So if you want to not do your legs today, you can do right obliques. I'm not going to talk about it very much, but if you would like to do right obliques instead of right legs, so be it. Here are your right leg choices. You can either do stationary forward lunge. You could do, your right leg is moving. You could do stationary reverse lunge. Your right leg is not moving. You could do right leg step-ups if you have the tool. You could do right leg split squats. Again, they don't have to be elevated or Bulgarian split squats. You can have your back foot on the ground. Why am I choosing those? We have a physical weight progression coming your way, and those exercises are better if you're going to mix between them. And again, if you need to do right obliques, do right obliques. Here we go. Your trap rows, whatever trap row exercise you chose, is going to be 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. You've got 105 total trap rows. Again, machine, cable, TRX, dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, plates, whatever you're holding, it's not the first time you've done trap rows. 30 down by 5. I want you to focus on that for a second. 30. Remember, education. When your hands come from in front of you, when you're pulling, you're going to turn on your traps. There are different positions and tools to handle the load. 30 trap rows down by 5. The motion is pretty small, so don't go fast, which is why I'm talking like this. Bigger, slower, good motion, good form, let it burn. Round 1, after your 30 trap rows, you've got 20 right leg. You don't have to do stationary forward lunges, but you need to pick one of those. No weight, round 1. You have either right leg moving, stationary forward lunges, right leg not moving, stationary reverse lunge with a knee drive, right leg split squats, and if you have the tool, right leg step-ups. Round 1 is body weight. Round 2 is going to be lightly loaded. Round 3 is right arm, right leg. Round 4 is left arm, right leg. I'll talk about it when you get there. Round 5 is going to be the heaviest set possible. Okay? Don't go fast. I don't mind if you have a little controlled high tempo. Math says this is about a 10-minute circuit, give or take. 105 total trap rows, 100 total right legs, small changes, weight adjustments, and your focus. Round 1, 30 trap rows, right leg body weight for your 20. I don't think you should be there, but round 2 is 25 trap rows. Again, I kind of want you to stick to the same pulling row you did, so you can make those load adjustments as you change the reps. I will fess up, this is one of the rare workouts that we're doing it a little bit different at the gym because I have more load potential. So when I give this to people at the gym, they will be diversifying differently on the trap rows. But round 2, after your 25 rows, I want you lightly loaded and I want you balanced. It's either 2 weights in your hands or 1 weight in both hands between those right legs. Again, for the people that are doing this recorded, if you want to do right obliques, you can do right obliques. Keep the same number, always 20. Some people wanted to take a little leg break. Some people didn't. Some people are hurting. But round 2, you are lightly loaded, but you're also balanced. Weight under chin if you're holding 1 weight. Weight can be up or down if you're holding 2 weights. Right leg not moving, stationary reverse lunge is an option. Right leg is moving, stationary forward lunge is an option. Right leg split squat is an option. So is step-ups. Again, I chose those exercises because if you're going to change the exercises, the common weight progression works. Other ones, like lateral lunges and stiff-legged deadlifts, don't really have ultimately the same safe change. We've done it before, but not today. Round 2, 25 trap rows, right leg always 20, lightly loaded. Take your time. I know what you're feeling, I know what you're doing, you're trying to go fast, remember, slow it down. Trap rows is a smaller motion, and then based on the ultimate load, physical weight, and the exercises you're choosing will determine your ultimate pace of the workout. When you get there though, don't go fast, don't be discouraged if you're not there. Round 3 is your 20 trap rows, so it's a little bit less. Remember that displacement word. Hips, 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 glutes, glutes, glutes. Get low with your body, your core, your butt, and then you stay there for those trap rows. Cable rows, you sit tall. Machine rows, you sit tall. TRX rows, you're falling back. But your hands always come from in front of you. Round 3, 20 trap rows. When you get to the round 3 legs, which again, I'm just trying to be a little bit ahead of you. Don't be discouraged if you're not there. I hope it's a little bit heavier than what you did earlier. So I would like it if the overall load was higher and it's only in your right hand. When you do same arm, same leg, you call it unilateral load, or you can use the word super loading, because my right side upper is loaded, my right side lower is loaded, and I don't want to shift into the weight. I don't want to lean away from the weight. So your body is working really hard to stay square and tall, but all of that weight is on your right side. So little imbalances will start happening. Round 3, 20 trap rows, right arm, right leg, unilateral or super loading legs. Again, stationary reverse lunge with the knee drive is great. Hamstrings, glutes, hips, posture. The knee drive keeps your glutes activated. It's also good for balance. Kind of goes back to a brief statement earlier. Stationary forward lunges are great. A lot of load, a lot of pushing, a lot of torque, a lot of leverage. More muscles can turn on. Good and bad. More joints can be irritated. Split squats are great. I know I'm going to see a lot of those when I give people this circuit, right? Changing the hands like we're doing. Split squats. Again, when both feet are on the ground, regular. When your left foot is on something, it's called a Bulgarian split squat or elevated split squat. And you can change what you put your foot on. Round 3, 20 trap rows. Right arm, right leg, 20 reps. Trying to be a little bit ahead of you. Remember, if you're doing this recorded, push pause if you need to. Round 4 is your 15 trap rows. And I don't mind if you're right with me or a little ahead of me, as long as you're doing it because of your controlled tempo. I don't mind it being controlled high, and your overall pace is low. Again, maybe you only have 8-pound dumbbells. Maybe you have a whole rack of dumbbells. Maybe you're using a milk jug the whole time and you're playing around with where those hands and your weights are. Round 4, 15 trap rows. And then you're going to have your left arm holding the weight with your right leg. Now you might find that the left leg gets in the way or the weight gets in the way, one of the two, but you're going to feel the body shifting. The left side is pulling upper and the right leg is working. So be mindful, stay tall, breathe. Right leg, always 20. Round 4, the weight is in the left hand. As you can tell, a lot of communication on this circuit, and really for the whole day. Breathing, working, enjoying life. Round 4, 15 trap rows. Left arm, right leg, 20. You shouldn't be there, but we're going to probably turn it up here a little bit as we get those reps going down on the rows. The weight, the exercise choices are probably being adjusted. The 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. class, they both got done around the 53 mark. 6:53, 9:53, give or take a minute or two. Round 5, again, don't be discouraged if you're not there. You'll have your 10 trap rows, not your last set, 10 trap rows, and then you're going to have your last right leg, and that's going to be the heaviest. However, I want you balanced, so I'll use the word safe on your last right leg, 20. Again, we've done this. It's actually been a while since we did the weight progression on our legs. And I haven't formally given a lot of lunges of late. I know you've heard the name because of your choices. We've had a lot of split squats and step-ups and lateral step-ups and curtsy step-ups and iso quads and all the things. But we've done the weight progression before. You can do it with your squats. You can do it with any legs. You just want to narrow the parameters down a little bit. Round 5, 10 trap rows. Last, heaviest set of your right leg for 20. And then just so you hear it, just so you don't wait for me, we're going to end this with a 5 row, and then I want you on the ground. So get your water bottle, get your space ready, because you're going to be on the ground for 250 abs core coming your way. And that's about a 12-15 minute circuit. But if you are running out of time, clearly we have the left side circuit to finish off. Human nature says you'll be going a little quicker as the circuit progresses. At 12:40, I'll make sure you're going to start hearing that information unless you need to leave earlier, okay? Let me know. Round 5, 10 trap rows, last set of your 20 right legs, hopefully the heaviest. Then your 5 trap rows, and then you're on the ground. Combo number 1, you're going to hear it if you're not there. Combo number 1 is 20 sit-ups or toe touches. You'll always do 20 sit-ups or toe touches. So you do have variability or variety on your 20 sit-ups or toe touches. And then round 1 is your 30 Russian twists. I know we did some on Monday. You won't do it again today. So make sure you finish the circuit. 5 trap rows, and then the next circuit is always 20 sit-ups or toe touches, and then round 1 is 30 Russian twists. You won't do them again today. Remember those sit-ups. You can lay on the ground, you can lay on a ball, you can lay on a bench, you got decline boards, elevated sit-ups, lots of positions. legs straight, knees bent, feet wide, feet narrow. You can have your legs up on something if you're trying to do that formal sit-up and or toe touch. It's always going to be 20 sit-ups or toe touches. Round 1 is 30 Russian twist. Fair warning, we have 5 rounds, 5 different 30 combos. Give me 5 sets of 20 sit-ups or toe touches. Lots of work. We did Russian twist the other day. Whether it's loaded physical weight or time under tension, I do like the bigger version. There are smaller versions. I like the bigger ones. And you would count reps if you do the big ones. And if you do the little ones, so be it. It's 30 revolutions. So you're only going to hear about the abs core, right? You got your 5 sets of 20 sit-ups or toe touches. This is going to be time consuming. You've got your 30 Russian twist round 1. Round 2. I'm not saying you should be there. Round 2 is 20 sit-ups or toe touches. And then you're going to have your 30 horizontal scissors. You can sit on the bench, you can sit on the ground, but that's where the legs go out. Like your Russian twist, bigger, slower, wider reps, or smaller, quicker revolutions. So you'll always see me do the bigger ones, but I do see people do the little ones. You just got to count the revolutions, which is top, bottom 1, top, bottom 2. I do like the leg cross, and that's just for hip mobility and equal muscle activation to the best of your ability. It's not that you have to, but it adds a little element of the equation there. Round 2, 20 sit-ups or toe touches, 30. I get the midday yawns. 30 horizontal scissors. It's not that they take a long time, but that combo burns. And it's also why we're not going to do the other bigger abs. We're going to stick with the sit-ups or toe touches because you're going to get some hips on these. Little hips, a little core, a little abs. Round 2, 20 sit-ups or toe touches, 30 horizontal scissors. Let's talk about those toe touches, right? I see people going quick, and I know they're not big, but make them as big as you can be, slow them down as you wish. You can have both legs up. You can have your knees slightly bent, right? You still have that vertical motion. You can have one leg up. You're just not moving your legs as you do your toe touches. You can right hand, left toe, left hand, right toe, but not move your legs. Toe touches can diversify a little bit as well. Round 3, again, probably not quite yet. The combo is hard. Abs, core, hips coming together, laying on the ground. It's Wednesday. It's a work day. We have a nice good 180 rep warm-up circuit. You have a 205 trap row right leg circuit. We have 250 abs core. We have another 205 pulling shoulders with left leg coming up soon. Round 3, you're on your 30 sit-ups or toe touches. Mix it up as you can. And then you're going to be on your, 20 sit-ups or toe touches. Then you're going to be on your 30 iso vertical scissors, which we've been doing a little bit more lately. Iso is that isometric ab crunch, and then the vertical scissors. Now you can do them big and slow for reps. You can do them little and quick for revolutions. You know my vote. But when I use the word iso, isometric, Planks are an isometric exercise. Wall sits, isometric exercises. We have variability of those, right? You have the isometric ab crunch. You crunch, you hold, you breathe, you can still move. Every exercise, every concentric motion exercise has a position where you can stop and hold, and if you hold it for more than 5 seconds, it's an isometric exercise. And for the most part, it's in the halfway spot or the midpoint. Blah, 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 blah. Round 3, 20 sit-ups or toe touches. 30 iso, vertical, scissors. Again, you can be on the ground, you can be on a bench, you're gonna breathe on the isometric crunch. And if you can't hold it up, right, if you're getting the head, if you're getting the neck, if you're getting the back, you can have your hands under your butt, you can have your head down, but I don't want your head, your neck, and your back. I want your abs, your core, your hips, your breathing, you're focusing on the iso vertical scissors. That's the same for your iso horizontal scissors. That'll be the same for the iso penguins coming up soon. Round 3, 20 sit-ups or toe touches. 30 iso vertical scissors. You guys are doing good. Pace is great. We're not in a hurry. If you ever need the next circuit so you can get it done before you get off the call, let me know. I've got about 4 or 5 more minutes on my side that I would think you would be there. Again, round 3, 20 sit-ups or toe touches, 30 iso vertical scissors. I'm only saying it so you can hear it. Don't be discouraged if you're not there. Round 4, you've got your 20 sit-ups or toe touches, and then you're going to have your 30 iso penguins. Right? These are all tough combos. There's a ton of abs, and there's not many good things that can happen when your abs get tired and you force the motion. Right? If your biceps get tired and you force the motion, right? You swing a little bit, you arch a little bit, you shift a little bit. Don't get me wrong, there's bad things too, but you're safe. You start forcing things when your abs get tired, well, you either hurt your back or you hurt your hips or your head and your neck. Like, there's not a lot of good things that happen. You force it, so take your time. It's okay to stretch for a second as you relax your abs. Right? You can lay down for a second and pull that leg up and just relax your abs for a second. Round 4, 20 sit-ups or toe touches, 30 iso penguins. Breathe and focus. Tough circles. 10, 12, 15 minutes of consecutive abs core. It's mean, it's tough, it's challenging. Again, just so you hear it, I don't want you guys leaving this phone call unbalanced. As we get closer to finishing this, I'll start talking about the next circuit. You may not even be close to getting there, but I want you to hear it so you can get it done. Round 4, 20 sit-ups or toe touches, 30 iso penguins. You have the one more round to go of your 20 sit-ups or toe touches, and your choice is either 30 rotational planks or 30 windshield wipers. You can mix it up. It actually might feel pretty good to do rotational planks because of that stretching and reaching and breathing and not laying on the ground. Although windshield wipers feel great normally, it might feel good to get off the ground for a second. Anyhow, round 5, 20 sit-ups or toe touches, and then 30 either windshield wipers or rotational planks. As that ends, we're going to be going to our shoulders pulling and our left leg the same way we did the right leg. I'll just talk more about the shoulders pulling here soon. Remember, if you need it now, let me know. The last round, 20 sit-ups or toe touches. You can either do your 30 windshield wipers, 30 rotational planks. Those are options. Mix them up, but it actually would probably feel pretty good to get off that ground, move that body a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it would probably feel good. Again, windshield wipers are great too. They would feel good too. It's just a lot of abs, core, a lot of concentric motion, abs, with hip motion, core. Remember, those things wear a lot of hats. Hips, core, abs, breathing, focusing. Your round fives, your 20 sit-up or toe touch. You're gonna have your 30 windshield wiper or rotational planks. Again, time-wise, math says you shouldn't be there, but as you start getting done, if you need to move on, we're going to be going to shoulders pulling and your left leg the way we did the right leg. Clearly, I'm going to review it all, and if you're not there, we're going to hear this more. Your shoulders pulling can either be upright rows, dumbbells, barbell, kettlebells, plate, upright rows, or you can do your shoulder raises, right? You can do any shoulders pulling, and as you do your 30 down by 5, like you did earlier, right, you can totally mix it up. But remember, we need to get our left leg done the way we do the right leg. I know you guys walking around in circles today, so we got to get that done. If you need to change the numbers to your shoulders pulling, please feel free to do so. But it's either upright rows, you've got lots of tools, you've got front raises and lateral raises and rear raises. Again, shoulders pulling. This circuit is pulling shoulders. Earlier you pulled with your traps. Monday you pulled on your chest flies. You pulled on your bicep curls. You pushed on your triceps on Monday, and we pushed on those perfect push-ups on Monday, the mobility push-ups. We've had plenty of work today. We have that left leg circuit the way you did the right leg. Body weight round 1, lightly loaded round 2, left arm, left leg round 3. I'm here, I got you. Right arm, left leg round 4, and you'll have the heavy set round 5. I've already said it. If you need to change the reps on your upper body so you can get it all done, cool. But we need to do the left leg the way you did the right leg. And I saw it this morning. I've seen it at the gym. You might not be done to the abs core yet. That's okay. You're going to hear it one last time. You have that 5 sets of 20 sit-ups or toe touches. You have the 30 Russian twist round 1. The 30 horizontal scissors round 2, the 30 iso vertical scissors round 3, the 30 iso penguins round 4, the 30 windshield wipers or rotational planks round 5. That was 250 abs core. Shoulders pulling, upright rows or any of your shoulder raises, 30 down by 5, unless you need to change the reps. Round 1 is body weight left leg. Round 2 is lightly loaded left leg. And remember your choices. Left leg stationary forward lunge, step, load, push yourself back. You have your stationary reverse lunge. Left leg stays loaded, left leg is not moving. Stationary reverse lunge with a knee drive. Your left leg is supposed to pull you back up. That knee drive keeps your left glutes activated. Left leg split squat. Again, ground, flat. If you just see the word split squats, you probably just see this online. I primarily gear it towards elevated or Bulgarian split squats. Naturally, I'll say the word split squats and do those. The left leg is loaded and the left leg is pushing you back up. If you're thinking quads, if you're thinking hamstring glutes, it's pulling you back up. It's kind of an asterisk exercise based on your mindset. And you do have the left leg step ups if you have the tool. Again, today has been a little more methodical, a lot more verbiage. I've had lots of workouts lately where you could turn the dial up and work hard. Easy breezy. Again, last time you hear it, I want you guys to finish strong. Shoulders pulling, 30 down by 5. Upright rows, great option. Front raises, great option. Lateral raises, great option. Rear delt, rear raises, great option. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, unless you need to change the numbers so you get your left leg done the way you did the right leg. Left leg always 20. Round 1 is body weight. Round 2, 2 hands are either holding 1 weight or 2 hands are holding 2 weights, but you're lightly loaded, balanced. Round 3 is the unilateral load or super loading, so that would be the left arm, left leg. Round 5 is the bilateral load or cross balance. That'll be your right arm, left leg. And round 5 is the heaviest possible safe situation. Always 20. I'll let you guys go at your own controlled tempo, your high pace, your big motion, your maintained or increased load. L-O-A-D, motion, load, time under tension. Good posture, good breathing. When your left leg steps in front of you and it pushes you back, pushing quads, glutes, hips are always moving, lots of motion at your hips. Stationary forward lunges, your quads turn on first and the most. Stationary reverse lunges, hips moving a lot, hamstring glutes, right? Your glutes turn on, your hamstrings turn on, your quads will still turn on too, but your mindset is hamstring glutes. And if you can do that knee drive, it'll keep your glutes activated. And you get the balancing aspect. Split squats, again, a great exercise. There is pulsating split squats I was trying to not even think about today. And then there's just that bigger motion split squat. But pulsating squats would be the smallest motion of all the choices. Stationary forward and step-ups probably have a similar feeling. Stationary reverse lunges would be one of the longest ones, but none of these have long, major long components. This is why I chose them today. Whereas your lateral lunge and your stiff-legged deadlifts have those longer components, and then the weight progression, although possible, makes it a little bit scary if you don't have a weight in the right spot. Unfortunately, things can happen. Anyhow, you're working. Home stretch, you guys. You know my request. When you get done with your workouts, if you have a little bit of time, stretch, foam roll, elevate. If you have a lot of time, a little cardio would help you burn, help you be more efficient, would loosen you up and alleviate that soreness. hydrate, right? Put that water in your body. Remember, drinking a lot of water is great. Love it. Do it. However, if you drink a lot of water, you will flush out the bad stuff and the good stuff. So mixing in some electrolytes, as I've said it many times, we start sweating a little bit more. It's getting a little bit warmer. You don't have the drip sweat, but your body will perspire more this time of year as we get used to these warmer temperatures. And now you're working out in a warmer temperature. I mean, it's 20 degrees or more warmer than it was just 2 months ago in here. It's a big change. So drink the water, increase your electrolytes. If you are tired during your workouts, like, oh, that's electrolytes. If you're having a hard time recovering, like tonight and tomorrow, like, oh, I was tired from my workout, that's amino acids. Eat or drink amino acids. You can Google or Amazon amino acids. There are BCAAs, branch chain amino acids. You're going to find them a little more expensive. They have a little more carrying agents. Good for you, amino acids. Most of them come with caffeine, and a little bit of caffeine, so you really probably want to look for a non-caffeinated amino acid, which is hard, but they're good for you. The caffeine is the carrying agent for amino acids. Anyhow, you know the deal. Hydrate, nourish, focus, stretch, and recover. You do the 180 rep warm up with the 2 parts. You have the 205 traps in right leg, the 250 abs core, and the 205 shoulders pulling left leg. We have the weight progression we haven't done in a while. We have that nice big old nasty ab core circuit. Lots of focus. Again, when you get done, please say goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Take your time, get in there. Again, most of you I don't expect to be done for another minute or 2 or longer, and that's based on the load that you had to work with, the toys, the tools, your mobility, your strength. Happy Wednesday, everybody.